first time seeing a Meepo here at ESL One Bangkok. So without further ado, it's time to jump into game number 1 of Shopify versus Team Spirit. Both teams currently tied at 3-3 in Group A. A big series for both of them to try and separate themselves from the lower half of the pack here. Smoke's going to pop. Ward comes out immediately from Maposhka. I think he knows. Scam immediately drops the sentry and he's going to get a quick D ward. That's big.
We were talking about in our last series how with the nerfs to Earth Spirit, you can't really fall back to farming as much. You do want to be rotating around. So that River Ward would have helped to scout out if people are coming to help the Earth Spirit against that Monkey King, or if Earth Spirit's moving over to start ganking early. Losing that, maybe that gives a window. Though it might be a little hard to gank before 5 minutes. Ooh, I think they saw the Ogre place that. So it looks like they should get their own D ward a little bit later.
Aw. Ooh. Two big heroes bonking each other. Rue will grab the rune bottom, so a little bit of a good start there.
I feel like Rue attacked from the low ground to the high ground. Maybe Skem's suspicious, but I think you need the sentry to potentially block or unblock camp, so maybe he's not willing to go for it yet. Ooh, nice flame break to make sure this first wave goes under the tower.
Yeah, that's nice. Kind of a cheeky little move, but it works out really well. And that being said, though, it does kind of backfire against an Ogre with Learning Curve, because that means they will probably get the level 2 before you, and then you're going to start taking the Ignite spam. Well, I say that if you just kill the Ogre, then you're way happier, and that will be an easy kill going their way. Stepping in just way too far from Skem there. Not respecting the damage output from these two heroes.
Ogre not as tanky as he used to be. He's still relatively tanky, but this is Dawnbreaker's strength. She brings a lot of damage, even at level 1. But that's only going to get harder with the level 2, which now with the kill, they should be... Just take back your earlier statement. They should hit the level 2s first now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, if you're Ogre, you're like, all right, we got the lanes forward, but we're at least going to hit level 2, so we'll have level 2 Ignite and a stun. They won't be able to deal with us. Like, that combo wouldn't work because you just Fire Blast the Dawnbreaker, right?
Yeah.
So that is a huge misstep in the lane there for Shopify.
He does have it now, so maybe they can stabilize. Though the lane is still pushed up, they're going to have to try to get it back first. How's mid lane going? We were saying this is going to be tough for Earth Spirit. Looks like he's already starting to do some shenanigans, do some creep dragging, just avoid the terrible matchups.
This is the thing I don't understand. Like, this is your 24 pick Earth Spirit, and you're playing, you know, Ring Around the Rosie, trying to get a single CS, and he might just die to a support. Like,
he does have stoked. Okay, doesn't feel like chasing. Yeah, I don't know. I think the idea is that they did just want the most active playmaker they could get, and it looks like he does have the Spirit Vessel queued up. So maybe they were thinking, like, who can get active, who can get the Spirit Vessel. A lot of the ranged heroes, like Invoker, he's the guy who could maybe do the Spirit Vessel. There's not really a Storm Spirit, Puck, they're not getting that item, you know? So maybe that's what they felt they needed. We'll see, you know, in a few minutes as he gets active.
yeah, very nice kill there in the top lane for Maposhka.
Go off to a good start's always scary. You know, we were talking about earlier about how Brood kind of pops up.
Oh, wait. They're just going to go right back at
low.
him. Hellscream. He will turn around here with a little bit of damage of his own to throw back here into the Meepo, but this is a hero that can sustain super easily. I don't think he's going to mind all that much. Yeah, Yeah, being able to play around these ensnares into these bushwhacks is just doing so much work. And now Hellscream completely out of mana, doing what he can here. But the slow's enough from Aposhka to get the kill. This is the Meepo strength in this lane, and 5-position Hoodwink is paying off.
They might be getting another kill up top, actually. Amaterasu getting real low.
Oh, what a
finishes
bushwhack.
it off. Ooh, that's a rough time top. And mid.
He already bound the strike for this, but you have to TP to base with a full wave pushing into your tower. So you're gonna miss so much XP for this. Your 24 pick Earth Spirit is 8-5 to the 16-14 of the Monkey King. Make it make sense, Zach. I don't get it.
I mean, obviously you don't expect it to go this poorly. I think you're thinking like, I got the kickbacks, I got all that. I don't know. I think they still believe in the Earth Spirit, and I'm not sure I do. I think the nerfs did hit him hard enough. I like old Earth Spirit would have been fine here. I think it'd be okay. I don't think the newly nerfed Earth Spirits. It's very hit or miss, and we keep seeing the misses.
Bottom lane, another kill going their way. Just set up off the back of the Bat Rider once again.
What are they? I don't think they saw Skem leave, but maybe just had a feeling he was over there. Punish the potential rotation. Oh, the scan. Oh, thank you.
That's what it was, yeah. Turns out they got scanned. That'll do it.
Scan to Skem.
Top lane, another ensnare into the bushwhack follow-up. Broodmother down to a sliver of HP thanks to the poof damage there from Satanic, but they don't. I mean, it's just a war of attrition. They're gonna get that kill eventually, and Skem bottom lane, 6 stacks of the Sig and Napalm built up as Yopaj will join the fray, and that will be a kill onto the Bat Rider. But there's the kill. Top lane goes to Satanic again. Managed to take down the Broodmother.
This is bad. It's a 3k gold difference at 6 minutes for a Meepo lineup. This is very rough. Haste Monkey King looking to get another kill, maybe grow this lead a little further.
Yeah, he takes some damage here, but he'll be fine. He can just boundless strike the wave. Actually, Maposhka less fine. This is just Ignite crushing this hero. He just barely survive on 20 HP. Hellscream trying to finish the kill with that flak, but doesn't quite connect.
Ignite is a nightmare to deal with for these squishy supports like Hoodwink. Unfortunately for them, they were not able to pick up a kill. It doesn't mean she's out of the lane, so maybe they'll look for something top, but with the struggles they had earlier, I don't really think they have the levels to do anything here, so looks like they're just going to have to go secure their Wisdom Rune.
And I'll be honest, Learning Curve might be one of the coolest facets in the entire game.
You know what the coolest part about that facet is?
What?
The custom UI that comes with it.
Yeah, it's like whichever person at Valve designed that facet, they did such a good job.
Rude's dead, by the way.
Top lane, yeah, it wasn't even close. He didn't even need the Dawnbreaker ult. It was just there for emotional support. Now top lane, they're gonna go ahead and try to turn this around here with Skem. Ignite is out with the Blood Grenade. In comes the Earth Spirit off the roll at the mark, but gets the boulder kick into the Magnetize. Now it's going to be bouncing around to pretty much everyone. Satanic should tick down, but Yopaj, he's going to die for this. So it's a 1 for 2 as now Tomatoes here on the top side here will go ahead and morph into the Monkey King himself, but he is now 1v4. Has to wave for him back through the way. Boundless Strike comes out, but he's stuck inside the trees. It gets cut from Malik as well. Amaterasu now on the run, trying to make his way back to the tower, but it's not going to happen. 4 heroes dead on Shopify as Spirit, you only lose the Meepo, and he's already off to a great start. He doesn't mind sacrificing himself for that one.
That roll connects. That would have been enough damage to at least get the Meepo kill first before you die.
And like under the tower too, so you probably don't chase.
This tower over here.
Little drive-by kill there.
Poshka's level 6.
Yeah, they're about to just kill Yopaj again. I'll be honest. He just, yeah, found the strike into ensnare 1, ensnare number 2. No contest at all. Skem now being body blocked up, pushed back from the flame break as Laurel will slowly beat him down.
Ult to steal it, Maposhka. Oh, what a disciplined captain of this team.
All right, I don't want to say this game's cooked for Shopify, but there's gonna have to be some miracle play to come out here fairly soon to recover this game. The Meepo, one of the absolute best lane counters in all of Dota to the Broodmother, and you can see as he is the 7th hero on the net worth chart, below both supports of Spirit, and your Earth Spirit really not much further ahead either.
Seems like they did have their answer to the Broodmother. A very different take this game.
Roll in, Magnetize kicks Laurel into the team, but in comes a Dawnbreaker to try and save him. The Boundless Strike is there. They're both dead. And Laurel TPs to safety.
Quick Dawnbreaker ult. That's 2 really fast rotations with that ultimate. 2 Dawnbreaker ults before 10 minutes. Getting a lot of value out of that. And Meepo's getting active. Everyone's getting active. Where is the space for the Morphling and the Broodmother? It's got to come from the mid and the supports, and like you said, they're not having a good time, which brings us back to, as we were debating that last pick, you know, hindsight always gives us an advantage, but it really does not seem to be working out. I don't know if you can keep going back to this Earth Spirit.
I just can't understand 24 picking Earth Spirit in this game. You know you're gonna lose the safe lane, or you're gonna lose the off lane into the Meepo, and so you have to win your other lanes. Rue, smoke's gonna pop here as they're gonna try and chase him down. Waveform on in. Yamato's gonna pull him back with a nice missile stun. And he gets himself a nice kill. So something going into the hands of this Morphling.
Do you think this game would have gone better with the 4 support Morphling?
I don't think it matters. I think like the safe lane of Gyro or Morphling, I think is the exact same.
Yeah, fair.
I don't think the Morphling helps the Broodmother win that lane, you know, any more so than
certainly
Gyro
less
does.
than the Gyro. Morphling 4 is absolute ass until
it does nothing in lane. It just walks around trying to like farm jungle creeps, you know, and throw random stuns here and there.
Meepo's got his defusal. Ag's blink queued up. I mean, how long do you have to stall till you have the damage to kill Meepo?
See, that's the fun part.
Minutes?
I don't think you do kill the Meepo this game. He is too far ahead.
I see.
Because like it is only the Morphling. It is only Morphling that can kill him at this point, because your Broodmother would need like Manta BKB. And I just don't see that happening anytime soon. So you need like another 20 minutes to farm on Shopify to get to these core items. One saving grace I think at the moment is the fact that Batrider doesn't have like a 13-minute blink as a support, so that is really good for Shopify, because blink lasso right now would be a massive problem. I do got to ask you though, what is the over-under on us getting the classic 3-2-2 score? 4 kills from Spirit. Can they get them unanswered?
Who could you kill? You could probably kill Maposhka.
You can kill the Hoodwink for sure.
I don't think you can kill Meepo and Monkey. Okay, if Monkey King's on a tree, you know, and maybe you scout it out and you break it with the roll, maybe you could kill him. I think there's a pretty good chance we see the 3-2-2.
Oh, yeah, we have, there's also the 420 choice. Ooh, the solo kill! God, that's what I was so worried about. The 5th position, Hoodwink solo killing the Morphling. He's been hunting him on the whole bottom side of the map. Just gets the bushwhack into Sharpshooter. Oh, my goodness, that hurts so bad.
Poshy's gonna be having a good time this game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's
top
both
lane.
options on the table.
Found the strike into the Dawnbreaker. We've got kill number 20 on the board.
They're pinging Maposhka. We might get one of them.
Oh, come on. Maposhka. They're looking for him in the trees. He's going to be able to steal with the bushwhack, but just barely off the mark. But he's going to run into some other heroes. All right. 4-20 here for Shopify versus Spirit. Here we go.
In the meantime, their ancient stacks being stolen, though. So we're having fun here, but I don't think Shopify Rebellion's having very much fun this game.
That's the moral victory for sure.
All right, what I really need Laurel to do is to go pretend to be a rune with Mischief and then get a kill that way.
That I'd be super down for. All right, looking for a Satanic here on the Meepo. He's going to get the poofs out. Just barely unable to get in range for the missile at the time, as Yopaj is going to come in with a boulder kick. They should get this kill. Calldown's plenty of damage. Now, they will try and finish off the Broodmother in the process. Amaterasu falling very low. Lasso's out. Dude, the bushwhack and just the acorn shots from this Hoodwink are doing so much work. Yopaj will get out for now. Looks like Scam just a little bit too fast as well, but Laurel, he's got a defusal, finds Yopaj on the backside and will get himself another kill. 3 dead for the Meepo once again.
All right, believe it or not, though, that is just near about an even trade in terms of net worth.
Apparently they're still comfortable going for the dive. Laurel just drops the Wukong's, knows he's going to die for this. He's trying to heal off of these creeps, but will finally go down. A little bit too overzealous potentially on the side of Spirit right now. That's a 1,100 gold for that kill onto this Monkey King. So not something to, you got to be a little bit worried about those scenarios. So again, they get a lot of damage out onto the Meepo. They have the Spirit Vessel done here. But you're committing to get this 1 kill, and the trade-off ends up being like 4 more deaths.
Yeah, Meepo is really close to Ags too. So as soon as he gets that kind of kill does not happen again. Which I think goes back to like why they wanted a hero with the Spirit Vessel. And we see like it works there. But we see that's like the one time because the Spirit Vessel came so late that it's finally here and now the window's closed. So it really needed to be a hero who also had a better time in the lane. So maybe they just misjudged how that Earth Spirit versus Monkey King was gonna go.
Man, the defusal, the double poofs on in, the Starbreaker just destroys Yopaj. He gets a lasso in the mid lane as well as the sharpshooter.
Oh my
They've got Tomato. 2 heroes dead, and now Hellstream on the run as Laurel will catch him with a Boundless Strike. Now, secondary strikes will slow up the whole team. So Hellstream might get away, but for how long is the real
get
question.
Away from Monkey King.
He makes it out. All right, nice TP to safety.
I think that's the nerf to Simeon Stride. I think he has enough if it was 90%. But it's now nerfed up to like you have to be 95% to have the reduced cooldown.
Yeah, it's rough.
He was just a little less than that.
All right, Aghanim's done on the Meepo as he queues up a Dispel as well. How do you feel about the... I feel like it's still pretty good on the Meepo. Oh, Amaterasu bottom lane, Atos up here by Maposhka. He's got the sharpshooter going. We'll be able to finish off the kill. Is now Hellstream trying to find a return kill. And the spiders are actually doing some work. The Dawnbreaker heal, it's almost enough, but you're going to be able to take down the Gyrocopter with ease. Ogre is going to be next. The Boundless Strike to interrupt the roll. And goodbye, Yopaj. It's now up to Tomato 1v4. It's not looking so good for the side of Shopify here. An 18,000 gold advantage just under 18 minutes into the game. 7-32.
Yeah, this one. So, I mean, usually in this state, you would try to split the map while the enemy is grouped up, right? You sacrifice objectives to farm more efficiently than them. But against a Meepo and a Dawnbreaker who can effectively globally join fights, you don't have that option. You can't directly fight them either because, again, of those same global rotations. So the lanes really needed to go better. By the time we're at this point, there's really not a lot for Shopify to do besides to hope for some overextension from Spirit, which they kind of gave to, like that Meepo and the Monkey King kill, you know, but 11k gold lead, those 2 deaths alone were not enough.
They know the Brood is here. They saw him on a ward as he was coming up. The Bushwhack comes out, connects. Now they will get a lot of damage here into this Dawnbreaker. Malik survives for the moment of Starbreaker and just dunks on 2 of them. Now Yopaj will be able to roll to safety, but Rue here to intercept as he's got that lasso as well. Boulder kick to try and get to safety. Does manage to just roll for the moment, but will Yopaj survive? Atos connects. He gets another roll. 2 rolls during the roots, but they will grab the Ogre Magi instead. Skem not looking super hot for him as the Diffusals lock him down.
I don't know if we're going to see anything different. I got to say, Malik was worth 2,000 gold. That's actually so much.
Yeah.
I can't believe that it's a net worth win when you lose that many heroes, but yeah. I'm trying to envision what you could do.
He was 11-0, by the way, before that.
Rip. Feeder. His 14 charges on the Satanic, man. He's got Orb of Destruction too. Oh my goodness.
That explains why he's doing so much damage. I was like, man, that Starbreaker really hurt. And I just assumed it was because Shopify was super underfarmed, but it's also just Echo Saber, Desolator on Dawnbreaker. That is the most Chad build you can go for. Desperately trying to finish the Tormentor before Spirit comes down and takes it. Shard goes to Skem. Not a great one, but he'll take it.
I'm kind of warming up to it, but I think it's not so good against heroes that attack a lot, kind of like Meepo. It's better versus like harder hitting heroes.
I'd like to point out. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was gonna say like the return Fire Blast is like kind of cool versus the squishier heroes, but that's not gonna be a problem at all for Meepo.
Yeah. I was going to say, now that he got the shard, ooh, lasso mid lane for the Boundless Strike setup and a quick burst to take down the Morphling. Very nice coordinated kills there from Spirit. Now that Ogre gets the shard and he did go for Midas, I'm pretty sure he's going to pass both his mid and off lane in terms of
I think he's going to pass the Morphling if they drag this game late enough.
This is your time to shine, Skem.
Multicast.
Is he level 11 yet? There's no way. Oh, he is! Multicast! There we go! He's online, baby. Bushwhack. They're going to punish him for that Midas kill. But net worth increasing here for the Ogre.
He's on his way to the top.
Oh, he had to buy back. All right, never mind. Everything I said, it doesn't matter anymore.
Don't worry. The next Midas will cover it.
Oh, Yopaj gets pulled right on into the hands of the Dawnbreaker with the Harpoon. The Boundless Strike comes in as well as a Bushwhack. Can they finish the job? It looks like Satanic just going to walk on in. Doesn't care, tanking all of this damage thanks to the Aegis. And the Magnetize will not finish off the Dawnbreaker. Malik on a sliver of HP. Gets caught from the Ignite, and that's going to be enough to kill him, actually. Tries to survive with the Starbreaker, but it's not going to be enough. Now Meepo just throwing his clones on into the base. 5 dead on Shopify. I feel like we're going to see the G's coming out here any moment. There we go. 9-42 at 22 minutes.
It's a rough one.
That's a big oof. Let's do it. Let's jump into game number 2. Shopify versus Team Spirit. Now, an absolute dominant game 1 performance from Spirit here, getting over 40 kills in 20 minutes. To Shopify's, like 9 or something, and not a lot. So it was a pretty rough game, number 1. But here we go. It's game 2. It's a totally new lineup, a much better draft coming out from Shopify. We'll see what they can accomplish this time around. He did go Void Blades, it looks like, which I think is the much better carry facet. I think for a while, the Refraction facet we saw, mostly just because Refraction was super broken.
30 seconds to battle.
Something I learned recently. Now, if the pacing of the last game carries, it won't even matter. I'm pretty sure Void Blade means if you take the Meld Bash talent, doesn't it stun like everything that's side bladed?
Yes, it does.
It's pretty
cool.
crazy. Maybe that'll matter versus the TB. We'll see.
It's just generally really good for jungling as well. Like getting the minus armor onto everything, or even in the lane as well, is pretty huge.
The battle begins.
All right. I love this. This is such just a weird facet from Dawnbreaker, but it's pretty cool watching the whole map light up. It's really sad when Dawnbreaker dies, like right before it switches to daytime, and then it just doesn't do anything, and you're like, all right.
Oh, I never noticed.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
If she's dead, it doesn't do anything. It's
does
really funny.
Does that apply to like TA and Oracle? Like if they're
Yeah.
dead, you can't see with their innates? I've never noticed.
Really weird. I think once TA spawns, though, like if she dies, like and Roche dies in that time frame, like she won't get the timer until she respawns.
Got it. All right. Well, it's not Broodmother, but Amaterasu is still very good with any micro hero, so this Beastmaster should have a good time. They did block a camp earlier, but I imagine we'll see some stacks either from the Boars or from Hellstream top lane.
We saw it again. This is some deja vu, taking advantage of the level basically 0 Ogre Magi. Rue just sets up a 6 stun from the trees into the Starbreaker. And now Ogre is going to start getting mana drained, which this is the disaster of the lane, because we mentioned it in the matchup earlier today, which is that Ogre really struggles into someone like Lion because he just has so little mana, and Lion just sucks it all away.
Oh no, they're doing it again. Top lane, he cannot die again. Okay,
they
fortunately,
got the Fire Blast out this time.
Skem did get the XP from being the only one alive in this lane, so Fire Blast saves the combo there.
Oh, we baited our Observer. It's all right. Beastmaster goes down bottom, brought down mostly by Pugna, just right-clicking him 11 times. That's impressive.
Don't underestimate that right-click harass.
Pugna's a fast, nimble lad, you know?
Hey, he's level 2 over Hellscream, so he's kind of like bullying him in the meantime. It's kind of close. It's a duel to the finish.
You got him. Nice dead shot there. Turns out you can be fast, but you can't outrun a bullet.
Well, I think it depends how far, how fast you go. Maybe with boots.
True.
It's true, I've never tried.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower attacked.
There's a song there somewhere that I can't mention.
Terrible Blade off to a good start. Even though the Pugna died, it was still a kill on the Beastmaster, which should give Satanic everything he needs for a strong start, which this is the nice thing with the Soul Fragment. The farming speed on Terrorblade is really good as long as he has a solid start. Should be able to match the side blades of TA.
Yeah, I think people just really underestimated this facet for a long time, which it kind of surprised me because Terrorblade has always had mana issues, and then suddenly you're just like, what if I didn't have mana issues? So yeah, I'm glad that people are finally going the Soul Fragment on Terrorblade.
Despite the early death, they are pulling it back in this top lane. This Dawnbreaker is struggling on the last hits. It is something very nice for TA right now. Now that she has her levels, you can line up the side blades, constantly harass a melee hero like Dawnbreaker. You have the Refraction to protect you from the combo, as well as that Fire Blast. So the lane is looking pretty good. Maybe they can punish if Scam ever leaves. They've been doing a lot of rotations on Shopify, so if they can scout that out, maybe you can still go for the punish.
Scam is really trying to use what mana he has before he gets mana drained again. He's like, I'm like 10 mana off of Ignite. Please leave me alone.
He did put... I was wondering if he'd put 2 points in mana.
Yeah, he went 2 points mana drain, yeah.
It's also pretty good versus TA, actually. I was just talking about Refraction, keeping him alive, but TA also not the highest mana hero. Though 12 wand charges because of this constant wand, or this constant mana drain spam.
Yeah, Lion has to be like top 5 most frustrating heroes in Dota to lane against. It's just so annoying when you're a hero that has no way of dealing with the just constant Earth Spike mana drain. Overall, Shopify's lane stage 1,000,000% better than what we saw in this last game. I think at this point there was already like a 4,500 gold lead. They were up like 5 kills, so you know that's quite a bit better.
This is a playable game. Ooh,
that's a Lion
down
TP
here, but I think it was spotted, so
yeah,
back off instantly.
Just very much in range. Ooh, cancels his auto attack there on the courier.
Maybe lost vision as it went fog. I don't know, but yeah, unfortunate.
He does push them back, and he's still rotating mid for the 6-minute power rune. So I guess it's not the worst TP.
See if they get.
We'll see. Yeah, EMP's coming out top lane. Skem still gets the amplify damage, and now you're actually in quite a bit of trouble. Tornado, never mind. Instantly dispels it. Laurel still had that one in the bank. He's fine.
Yeah, that was really close actually though. If he does get the skewer, Hellscream was close by, so then you can get the calling, Deadshot the Invoker back. Got that amplified damage ogre hitting you the whole time. Could have been a kill there. Nice speedy tornado.
I mean, the difference in Invoker being level 6 here is just exclusively the elitist facet. Like or innate, I guess. Not innate, whatever is innate is called. Yeah, Mastermind. Otherwise, Magnus, like if he was level 6 there, that RP just ends it. Top lane, they're gonna look to make a play here for this Wisdom Rune and might get the kill onto Malik in the process. TP's coming in from everybody. And Skem, he's like, let's see if the Ogre can make the run. 2 seconds, but yeah, not with Rue here now. They get the Wisdom Rune and they will get the kill onto the Ogre Magi as well. 4 hero rotation in from the side of Spirit to punish this one. Very nicely done.
Unfortunately, you don't have like a mid hero who can quickly take towers while they're gone. All you can really do is just keep farming up till you get the power treads blink, what we often see from mids, and looks like what he's got queued up. So kind of a big rotation, but you get 2 kills, don't really get punished too hard for it.
Oh, Roar bottom lane. Dawnbreaker's coming in to try and save him though, and with that, Satanic, he's looking for that Sunder. The slow is out from Malik. He's going to get in range to do so, and now they turn it around. They get the kill into the hands of the Terrorblade. A very good response from Malik. Similar to last game, puts it to use immediately.
Yeah, she barely had 6 as well. She had it because of the 2 support kills they got off that rotation. So Dota's seriously a snowballing game.
Haste.
It's hard to see, but
that's a really nice use of the Haste Rune. Looking to finish off the Dawnbreaker. They do manage to get it this time. TA's Courier dying under the tower. Unlucky.
I think it delivered the items at least.
Yeah, he got his treads.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I love that TA trap location because that is one of like the main TP spots in the trees. Both teams fortifying as towers are under pressure here.
Blink on Magnus is getting close. It's about halfway there. This is much better than the previous games he was having. They're smoked up, but doesn't actually have RP. I guess they have Roar. That's probably enough.
Yeah, I mean, they know Terrorblade is off to a really good start. They scanned him on the left side realizing he is very deep into his own jungle. They do not want to risk going for this. I really do like that the Beastmaster is going for the Aghanim Scepter this game as opposed to the Helm of the Dominator. I think it is a better build for their team here. They do kind of need a little bit more of a damage-oriented offlaner when you have someone like a Magnus rushing the Blink Dagger in mid, so... Mid lane, tower's going to go down to Miposhka. Been chipping away at it for a while.
Yeah, I think you also don't want to be all physical versus like Decrepify, High Armor, Terrorblade, Deafening Blast. So like mixing in some magic damage from the Ags on the Beastmaster. I mean, he's about halfway, so it's still a little bit off, but it'll really help out in these early fights. Shopify probably just going to keep it chill. He's about like 300 off the blink. He does have RP. Well, actually, if you can get a free lion kill, then
Ooh,
you just take that in the mid lane.
Yeah, why not? It's not the dream RP, especially now that you're just now getting Blink Dagger. It kind of makes it a little bit awkward, but you can still find a kill with like Blink, Shockwave, Skewer if you've got follow-up. So that Blink Dagger's coming out. He also has a regen bottled up, so he'll be able to get active with it right away. Bottom lane, he's TPing in. Wants to find an opening, but Invoker's already popped that Ghost Walk. He's out. Ooh, those are some stackies. All right, team bonding exercise. Clear this 1,000 gold ancient stack.
Dude, Amaterasu's looking at this, he's like, I don't really need you guys here. I can do this on my own. Oh, yeah, they want to give it to him because this is what we used to see for the Beastmasters, right? You just do all this yourself, get the Ags gold real quick. So just help him out a little bit.
He's about 1,000 gold away once he finishes this. Less so, actually. Wow. Yeah, that is a lot of gold.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's going to need it, too, because this Terrorblade is at the top of the net worth. Like we said, the farming speed from this facet is very high.
Ooh, pull back
Wait,
Satanic to get the silence. Can they finish him in time? They
close.
do. Woo! That is a nice kill.
And that kind of shows why you don't always need reverse polarity on Magnus nowadays. Just kind of like the shockwave into the blink skewer is really powerful as long as your teammates have some kind of setup, which is why I like the supports he has. Like the Ogre has Fire Blast and Ignite damage. Morta's got the silence and the dead shot follow up. Some of their previous support. Ooh, top Yamato.
He's got that stick, but nah, not enough to heal. There's way too much damage coming from these. A nice skewer back though pulls Malik into the tower, and Hellscream follows it up with a dead shot and the calling. So they do get a little bit of revenge there. They are looking for the Beastmaster though, smoked up here to the bottom side of the map. Amaterasu, he's gonna pop the smoke. He sees this coming. And his Aghanim Scepter, it's 70 gold away. He needs to run, but Rue's there with the stun, with the Hex. Now the mana drain. He's going to try and TP, but a cold snap out from Laurel. They get the kill. And now the Aghanim Scepter delayed quite a bit longer here.
Well, when he
One
responds,
creep from the
I'm sure
Axe.
he'll go work to finish it, and then that's a pretty good timing. Like, I think you could go force. Ooh, barely doesn't see Miposhka. I think you can go force a Roche pretty early once you have the Ags on the Beastmaster, like we used to see. But it's not just him. You also have a TA, Ogre, Empower. Should be a pretty free Roche, especially if you find like one kill first.
They definitely would rather take it once it moves to the nighttime, so around that 20-minute mark. Unless they are really far ahead, then maybe you feel comfortable like sieging into the enemy side of the map for it. But oh, another blink skewer. All right, they've really got this skewer into calling combo down. Laurel in the mid lane here, looking to turn around onto Yopaj. In comes the Dawnbreaker. Malik will finish him off. A Sunder out from the Terrorblade. Just bring Scam. a little bit low, and they will turn it around, get themselves a second kill. A really nice fight here from Spirit. Can they turn it into more? Looking for the tier 2 tower off the back of this Terrorblade. The meta's out. Might as well. He's gonna get this.
Seeing the Terrorblades get active early like this. Yeah, like you don't join too much, but when meta is up, you're willing to take these aggressive fights. Because usually you win a fight here, a lot of people don't have the damage to actually take the tier 2, so it's not really worth going. But Terrorblade can do it because of meta.
Yeah. Some more stacks coming out as the Beastmaster finished up the Ags there. I don't know why I was saying 20 minutes. 15 minutes, it moves to nighttime. Yes, so they're going to look for a kill here on the bottom side of the map. If they don't find it, I imagine they're going to be looking for their own... Well, do they go for the RP? He doesn't pull it quite yet. Yopaj holding his spells a little bit too long, and now Tornado EMP burning out a lot of mana here from this Beastmaster. The question is, can they find an opening, a dive in here behind the tower? They're looking for Miposhka, doesn't find him. They're going to settle for Rue, it looks like. So they get themselves a kill.
That was a little messy, but...
And they would have loved to get the Terrorblade, but doesn't quite happen.
Looks like they both place an Observer as part of that attempt, so... Gonna remove one to make sure you're not giving a bunch of gold over to the enemy team when they check this area later. A little painful though.
Radiant are scanning.
All right, Satanic's got his shard, so he is at the point now where this hero is going to start zooming around the map, farming to his heart's content. Just needs to be a little bit careful to not get caught. We've seen that they have the damage for sure. Trap going to get popped here onto Rue. The chase continues. Does drop the air spike. A second trap with another ignite. They're just going to bring him down from far. Yamato's going to blink in, finish the kill. This should be Roshan. Surely this should be Roshan.
Looks like they're heading over there. Setting up a couple traps, making sure you clear the next wave. They're going to scout out a sentry because they were fighting that trap. Yeah, here they go.
The El Clasico, Beastmaster gets Aghanim Scepter, takes Roche. You even have a Templar Assassin to make it a little bit easier, but this will be first Aegis into the hands of Shopify. Still a very even game. Almost no net worth advantage, but this Aegis should give them something to play around. No, Yopaj bottom lane. He actually finds Miposhka. Fire Blast into the skewer back. Will pull Miposhka onto the tower. Gonna go for the life drain here. Actually getting quite a bit out of it, but no way to survive.
And I think this is still a little bit on the expected path. Like, Team Spirit doesn't have to be worried. It was TA Beastmaster. You were going to lose the first Roche. But you do have to survive through this, not lose too many. Well, you can lose your towers so long as you are matching farm elsewhere. If they get too much out of this first Aegis, this is where you fall behind. But as long as you can get through it, Satanic has been farming well. And Terrorblade is reaching that point where he can kind of carry the team.
We'll have to see, because a lot of this comes down to the initiation, and you do have great counter initiation on Team Spirit. Now, whether or not they can still burst him through like the Dawnbreaker ult, we'll have to see. I'm curious what his build is this game on Dawnbreaker. Is he going for more of the damage build, or is he going kind of like leaning more towards like the auras and the Aghanim Scepter? Okay, he's
going for
Blade Mail
Yasha right now.
into Sanj Yasha. Okay, I mean, this is a pretty good build still for Dawnbreaker. We've seen the Sanj Yasha a little bit more lately.
Smoked up. They're actually interested in fighting this. Maybe trying to see if Shopify splits a little bit too much, pushes top and mid at the same time. Maybe they can find a pick off.
It's just really hard to start the fight on Spear right now because of these blink skewers from the Magnus. And you're playing into like TA traps everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I thought they would just like avoid this, go play mid bottom, you know, cut the mid wave, maybe the top with like some illusions. Looks like they are interested in fighting around the tower. They feel strong enough given the right fight, which, I mean, with meta available, as long as he's not being jumped and he's just hitting in the back, it would be good. Oh, and I guess with Tormentor up, they also didn't want to lose this, so that makes sense.
They see this coming. They're trying to snipe him. They actually almost get Rude. He's playing for TA trap as well. Cheeky play there from Yamato to try and find himself a kill there off the side blades, but doesn't quite get it.
And who got that? The Pugna.
Ah, that hurts.
Right, I think you'd rather have Lions, but better than having it stolen, so. They see them split. I think they know TA's top.
Ooh, off the mark there with the tornado, but the EMP will burn a decent chunk of mana. The RP's onto 2, though. Pulls back the Dawnbreaker into the roar. Beautiful start to the fight here from Shopify. They got themselves 2 big kills, and now Terrorblade on the run here has a Sunder available. The silence from the TA jumps in. Amaterasu just dunks on him instead. 3 dead as they look for the mid tier 2 tower.
That was a great find for Yopaj. Dawnbreaker wants to enter the fight later so that she can use the ultimate. Terrorblade wants to be free hitting, but by grabbing this RP right here, it just like breaks the formation of the fight. So Terrorblade's trying to walk in, but he's got to go through the calling. He's got to go dead shot, right? By the time he gets there, his teams are dead anyway. So maybe needed to just give them up sooner. Wouldn't have died himself. We thought his Dawnbreaker was maybe a little tankier than that.
40 seconds left on the Aegis here, but big win off of this. A 4,000 gold advantage built, as well as now a tier 2 tower to fall. And Yamato just blinks away. He's fine. So Shopify further increasing their lead here off the back of this Roshan. And Scam going to try and just TP out in the trees. He should be fine. Atos is out, Fear's back into the dust. The silences stacked up from all of their sources. They get themselves another kill, this time onto the Pugna. I really do appreciate that Magnus Muerta, this duo, has been playing side by side pretty much the whole game since Magnus got the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, it's a strong combo. This case, it happens to be mid Magnus, but we see this in the offlane quite often as well. Offlane Magnus playing with the 4 Muerta. Just the repositioning power between those two is a ton.
Yopaj trying to go fishing here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not going to find anyone, but the mid tier 2 tower being quickly brought down by the Templar Assassin. Now they're going to TP in. There is a smoke on the backside. It's going to get popped. Laurel comes in. Nice interrupt there from Rue, but Yopaj gets the BKB and the RP onto 2. He's going to pull him back into the mid area. Blood grenade actually being thrown to sold him up. Beastmaster trying to join the fight, but Yamato just chewing through these heroes as Yopaj not really all that worried. Amaterasu gets the BKB off, but it's too late for the Sunder, and now the damage is done. Satanic trying to hobble away as Malik goes in here on the Dawnbreaker, trying to find himself some space, but Yamato is too strong. Maposhka able to keep Satanic alive, but this Templar Assassin just way too strong. Ultra kill for Malik, a triple kill here for Templar Assassin, and Malik will TP to base.
That's a bloodbath of a fight. I guess the gold lead goes to Spirit a little bit, but TA is alive, so she now gets to farm.
Malik's getting a lot done here. To be fair, if the Beastmaster BKBs before the Sunder, this is a completely different fight.
That's true. They were kind of clumped up. Weren't quite able to capitalize on that. Like, there were like 3 heroes together. I guess his blink must have been on cooldown. Couldn't quite line them up, but does finish the kills eventually. And Terrorblade living a long time, like you said, did allow
really
the rest
play.
of the team time to do, time to like equalize the fight, because it started pretty well for Shopify.
That decrep as well was just wild. I mean, there's Satanic should have died like 15 seconds earlier in here when the Beastmaster blinked up. He went for like a blink roar and he manta dodges it and then gets the Sunder off. It was a really sick play from Satanic.
Youthful players with their reaction times, man.
Radiant
Yeah,
scanning.
I could never.
I
really like-
processing.
I really like the Mjolnir build on the Templar Assassin in this game. It's, ooh, speaking of TA, those gets the blink out. Never mind, not even worried. They go in on the Magnus here. They've got Skem behind him, but he's fallen really low. Yopaj, he dies in the process. Laurel gets the kill, but Beastmaster, he's found Laurel on the backside and looks for more, trying to finish off this Dawnbreaker. They got the dust to get the kill. Now turning their attention on over to Maposhka. He's got a little bit of help, but Decrep, it's not enough to save him. Hellscream finishes the job. 3 for 1. A big win here for Shopify.
That was a fast Hex response from the Lion. Otherwise, I could have gone even worse because Magnus has RP available. But in killing the Magnus, it sort of revealed everyone's positioning anyways. So then Beastmaster finds his pick on the Invoker, and Terrorblade's not even there. So once you lose the Invoker, you just don't have enough damage. Ooh, another free kill onto the Lion.
Yeah, nice ward there set up from the Ogre Magi. Gets the stun. What I was going to say before the fight broke out is I was going to say I really like the fact that Tomato recognizes the carry matchups here and decides to go for the Mjolnir build as opposed to the Desolator. It actually gives you the ability to fight into Terrorblade and his illusions.
Radiant's bottom
A lot of people look at Templar Assassin and are just like, Deso, right? Deso blink every game. But no, this is a fantastic Mjolnir purchase.
Successfully taking the tier 2. They're going to make their way top. Roche is up, so they can get that second Roche. And now if you find a fight, you can start going for that high ground. They've already got themselves a 10k lead. Ooh, I like this Nullifier queued up onto Amaterasu. Let's help them deal with the decrep a lot better.
They wanted to try and take this, but just not even close. They do manage to get on top of Laurel, but a really good tornado to cancel this one. Yopaj forced to pop the BKB to disengage. You want to look for more. He just jumps in, gets instantly hexed, but there's the roar. Amaterasu just gets destroyed by Satanic instead. The Terrorblade standing his ground and strong, but a nice disarm out from the Invoker, slowing up the RP's damage here. They're going to try and finish off this TA. She's holding her ground just under the meld, looking to finish off Laurel, gets the kill, blinks up onto the high ground, and now she's all alone, surrounded by 2 heroes. Hellscream's got to try and help them out. They still don't have detection. Wait a minute. He can't keep getting away with this. It's going to work. Malik, he can't actually find him. Tomatoes just holding ground, blinks to the low ground, gets away, gets the kill. However, the Satanic will sunder his own illusion back to full HP, and they will disengage.
This time Satanic is finally free to actually just attack, and he has the damage. That should have gone even more one-sided, but unfortunately the supports for Spirit were killed off pretty early in the fight, so they can't keep placing down sentries and dust. So TA actually successfully gets out of there. I can't believe that. I guess she did lose the Aegis, but still, with detection, I think she dies twice there.
I thought she was just going to like blink aggressively over the Dawnbreaker and try and kill her, which would have been very funny, but decides to back away instead.
Spirit will be pretty happy with that. I mean, they didn't change the gold lead too much, but they removed the Aegis without really losing anything.
And they just find Skem as well.
Too.
Now, they do actually fear in the real Terrorblade. She's forced to BKB. Yeah. That hurts so bad.
You cannot get killed by like a blink RP. All right, Shopify. I don't actually know if they saw that happen, like fully. But if they know, they should just push. Like no BKB on the Terrorblade, and meta is still. Oh no, meta's up now. Okay, so they at least have that, but no BKB makes it much easier to navigate these fights.
You do have Kayayasha coming out on Yopaj, which is a pretty big item pickup for this hero. The cast speed is pretty sick. So we'll be seeing that being delivered in just a moment. So even faster blink skewers. Let's try to scout here with the boar, see what they can find. Skem drops a sentry, war up on the high ground. They know something's up. They see Rue, just goes for the blink in, but a really nice force stat to safety. Yopaj off like aggressively BKB there to try and get those kills and does not find him. So BKB down on your Magnus for quite a bit. Nice play there from Spirit to bait that out.
It's necessary to BKB because actually the last couple fights have not been as good as they could have been for Shopify because either the Hex catches him or the fast tornadoes come out. So he's trying to BKB before going in.
Good four stabs to save. Yamato just gets right up onto the high ground. Fingerdeath doesn't really seem to do much at all there with the roar. They've caught the Terrorblade. Dawnbreaker's coming in to try and save him. Satanic pops the BKB, trying to stand his own ground. He has some Sunder options, but you've lost the Pugna. The rest of the team just getting slowly ticked down as the Lion's going to be next. And now looking for more. Laurel makes his way up onto the high ground. These Magnus. Satanic, he really wants the Sunder. He gets him. He finds Yopaj on the skewer, but he gets the kill anyway. They take down the Invoker. And now with the banner dropped, you can't deal with this catapult, and they will just get to work on the tier 3 tower.
Meta's expiring right now too, and you do not have the safety to walk in as a Terrorblade in melee form. You can send the illusions to try to distract the creeps, maybe kill the banner, but he's trying to send the illusions, but they're being cleared up so quickly.
Oh, they got the real Terrorblade. The blink skewer pulls him back. Decrypt to buy him some space. Fire Blast is out. In comes the Beastmaster. He gets sundered. They get the kill. A trade 2 for 2. I think Shopify, they can get more out of this. They'll be happy, but it looks like it's going to be Malik to finish off the Muerta. Yopaj low up onto the high ground. In comes the BKB from the Magnus. The skewer pulls him in. Rue, he's going to go down, but now Yamato falling low. He's out of mana. He's out of life, surrounded by the two heroes of Spirit. They manage to hold, and they get themselves a series of really big kills.
It did cost them the buyback on the Invoker, but I think that was pretty worth it for what they got, considering they could have just lost the game, lost a lot of objectives right there. So they're going to give themselves another chance to fight. Terrorblade gets to keep his buyback as well, which is really the key piece that they defended there. They even retained the gem, actually, which is pretty nice. So they can clear out some of these aggressive wards. And you have to have a gem versus the TA. Otherwise, she's going to eventually find you, get the right pickoffs. So you need this gem to clear out all these traps. They're going to play a game here. Mapoche is going to hit every ward once, and then you got 40 seconds to watch all his traps and deny them before he gives up gold.
Man, Malik is really starting to turn into the actual carry this game. Like this Dawnbreaker, if she gets her hands on any of these heroes, like she just kills them. She's got the Assault Kuros nearly it is completed now.
A lot of attention's been put on the Terrorblade, but you're right. As you're focusing him, I mean, Dawnbreaker could be cleaving through all of you. I believe Refresher is almost done for Magnus, so that's a huge benefit as well. You can, as the Dawnbreaker comes in, you can RP her, break that up twice.
Malik just soloing off the Tormentor thanks to the Shard. And then we'll go to Rue. All right. So he finally has the improved life drain now. Or mana drain, not life drain.
Oh, he's only got one finger stack. That's rough.
Unlucky.
He's been having a tough game. It is difficult to survive as a lion in this world.
Tower is under attack. Dire's top tower.
That is interesting. The cast speed actually makes Shockwave travel faster there and back.
I guess that's why people like it.
I feel like I'm seeing that correctly. Maybe Shockwave just is that quick, but my brain somehow is just like telling me that it is moving faster. I'll have to test that later, but I kind of feel like it is. All right, high ground siege. Here we go. Yamato just getting to work on the tier 3 tower here. The boar. He's trying to tank up some of the damage, but dude, look at the bloodlust attack speed here. Just going right through this thing. They're like, there's a ward up here somewhere, guys. He keeps attacking. We can't we can't stop him. The classic ward in the corner pays off big there.
Don't think they've seen the Magnus refresher yet, but maybe they do know it's around this time. I'm gonna smoke back. Third Roshan now up. Who do you put the Ags on?
I mean, I would say probably Yopaj. Getting the horn toss just seems so good. Like, I don't know if you really need it on the Templar Assassin. Like, she can eventually farm it if she really needs, but getting a horn toss early would be pretty sick. I guess not early, but for free. Smoke up from both teams. This could be the fight that breaks the game.
Hairblade needs to be free, just hitting.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have that, I don't think you've got the damage. Yeah, as big as Malik is, I don't think he can do everything on his own.
Amaterasu just pops the Shivas, blinks in aggressively, gets the roar onto the Dawnbreaker. The RP follows, 2 dead on the side of Spirit with no buyback, and Satanic is running for his life. He gets the Sundraff onto the Beastmaster, but he doesn't finish the job, and now it's up to Hellscream and Yamato to do it. The refresher's out from Yopaj. He holds down Miposhka and is chasing for Laurel. The meld bash from Yamato gets the kill, and now Laurel surviving just off the back of Ghostwalk, but 4 dead. Well, he might get a quick solo kill here onto the Beastmaster. He does. That's a nice little play, trying to TP to safety, but he's not going to make it. That's 5 dead. A dieback on the Invoker as well.
Considering he was on dieback, maybe it's not worth killing that Beastmaster, but I also kind of get why he did it, right? I mean, his whole team's dead. He needs to get something.
Yeah, they're just going to end the game.
But
they want to go straight for the throne. They get the buyback out of the Pugna as well as the Lion. And with the Beastmaster returning, this should be a very easy set of barracks. They're just going to go straight for the tier 4s. There is a fortification available for the side of Spirit. They're going to pop it now.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
that's the last fortify. You still got 20 seconds without the Terrorblade, but also the Invoker's still dead. 50 seconds. They're gonna
they
take
got
a safe
another
approach.
They get the refresh. They didn't take a melee barracks yet, so they do have the second ward.
I see.
But, I mean, you got 2 lanes
they
of
could have
barracks.
forced that.
Yeah, I think you're chilling now. You can go Roche.
Yeah, I guess with Roche, it's the safer play. Maybe they lost track of the Invoker buyback time as well. But I think they had enough time to actually force more out of that. This is the safe play, though, and considering they're 0-3 for the day, and it was pretty brutal the games earlier as well, right? Maybe you just want to, as safe as possible, get yourself 1 win to give yourself the best shot at least advancing out of the group stages.
Yeah, the call for Amaterasu just pop the Shivas and YOLO it in there. It works out so well because you have the better team fight. If you find the right target, which they get the Dawnbreaker of all heroes, I mean, that's the best scenario.
Yeah, just give them all the vision they needed. Looks like they did give the Ags over to the Beastmaster as well. Sells his old one, and that'll give him the refresher soon. He's like 300 gold off.
Oh, interesting. All right. I guess who needs Horn Toss? I mean, maybe he actually
bought
just
it.
is buying it. Did he buy it?
Yeah, he just bought it.
Okay, well that makes sense. He's like, yeah, I have nothing else to buy. I'm going Ags anyway. All right, so refresher on your Beastmaster now. He has 2 Roars, 2 BKBs, 2 Shiva's Guard. This is Spirit trying to force the fight outside of the base. The smoke is going to pop, and Amaterasu going to chase in, looking for Rue here. The slow connects. The Horn Toss delivers him to the side of Shopify. And now the last remaining barracks is all they have left. Shopify really need this win. They're going for a wraparound here, potentially. The BKB is out here. Now they're going to go ahead and try and turn to Dawnbreaker, but they look to just connect onto the backside instead. Laurel, he's by himself trying to run from the 5 heroes of Shopify is not going to happen. Good disengage out of the base as they retarget, and now 5v3 with these refreshers available. Shopify seemingly unstoppable. Oh, nice Hex there from Rue. Can they finish off the Magus in time? No, they just blink right onto the backside. Satanic Force to BKB, trying to stand his ground, but it's just not happening. He gets a Sunder off onto Scam. In comes the Dawnbreaker, but she's just delivering herself to the other side. 5 dead on the side of Spirit, and a rampage for Yamato to finish off the series.
And what a turnaround from game 1. Good mental fortitude from Shopify Rebellion.